What's good? What's good? This is High Priestess Sister Cola Sojak. I'm having some technical difficulties tonight, you guys, so bear with me. If there is anyone out there, can you guys hear me? Hope you can hear me. Let's see. Okay, so I'm still testing it out. If you guys are out there on Facebook, because I can't see you on the other platform, Denim Design. So if you guys are out there, you can hear me. I don't see anybody just yet. Um, and if it doesn't come out right, Spirit just letting me know, maybe I'm going against the grain, but we're gonna try this anyway. We're gonna just let me see. Um, yeah, I've been having some technical difficulties tonight. Like, I don't even know if it's technical difficulties. I just pushed the wrong button and I just threw everything off because everything was perfect. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let my intro play again. I want to let the Metaversary video play again. I was actually starting that on the last live. And after that, I'll go ahead and get into the build. When the Metaversary video is playing, if you guys can hear me, just say something in the comments so that I'll know you're there or that you guys can actually hear the volume on the video. Okay, thank you.
So we'll go to this video and we'll be right back and we'll dive into men's mental health. We're here, we're celebrating. It's the Metaversary, Metaphysical Mondays, 1 year anniversary. So we'll be right back.
Organically, I melanate. Pineal on activate. The light we permeate. And the gods we emulate. Black boys, they exterminate. Scream, no shoot, but the bullets resonate. Cops be trigger happy, pushing round weight. G's become kings, now checkmate. They try to keep us down, keep us in a dead state. Resilience is the only trait that help us elevate. No church, no school, didn't really educate me in this metaphysical reality I vibrate. Been invisible for a while, but still thrice great. Still hunting them dead presidents, Lorenz Tate. Won't hesitate if I'm popping that thing, I aim straight. No, I'm not a killer, but I will pop Kate. Full penetration when my rounds rotate. From Bruce to Kate, my 38 mutilate. The things I demonstrate may cause devastate. So I'm giving you milk, you're not ready for the steak. Yes, I'm still fresh, no expiration date. Shape shifting and folding my body to a figure eight. Then I gotta go purge all the drama that I ate. Biologically a woman with power to recreate. Cause cola back bend don't break. I learned from all my mistakes. Levitating when I step over snakes. Don't fool with a cop or a snitch or a Jake. I'm awake, don't need you to give me a fate. Gods and goddesses coming out stargates. We build pyramids, the God mind state. You crawling out the cave like Johnny come late. Pimping the people telling them it's a prime rate. But you're not up in my class, better find your primate. As the earth rotate, I'm bringing the earthquake. We running this shit, bruh. Planet of the apes. Apes. It's time to ride.
What time it is?
It's nation time. Red, black, and green is the flag I fly. With my ankh in my hand, put it up in the sky and just ride. Ride, 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 ride. It's time to ride.
What time it is?
It's nation time. Red, black, and green is the flag I fly. With my ankh in my hand, put it up in the sky and just ride. Ride, 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 ride. In this galactical ghetto, you can make it or you can flop. Conform to the system of getting the street and bop. You can be criminal, spiritual, you can make it pop. But the thing you can't change, you can't make the game stop. Take the whole world apart and they call it a chop shop. The clock is ticking every minute, the body drop. Throw your unks up, don't wanna see you stretched out in the cot. Your body laying dead in the street, in the Glock. On red, black, and green, America's about to rot. The world is burning up like we're smoking a bowl of pot. We moving through the playgrounds, recruiting the tots. Pouring libations while we out in the trap spot. My feet on fire and water, the block is getting hot. We moving against the grain, we Jimmy and Janice Job. We elevating neighborhoods, don't think that we not. We got the gods on the team, we repping the black dot. My yacht bringing order like a triple bean got. The real trap queen, not talking no fatty wop. Banging out for justice like a killer bang shots. Never see it coming like a shady death plot. Spirits at war, holy water and peace knots. We be niggas on the bottom, but we gods on the top. We battle around the clock like we playing Xbox. Omo goon, you can take it to black ops. You can take it to the stars, our priests of hip hop. You can take it to the ocean, rolling dice on the yacht. My pioneer's glowing, I'm lit up like a Vegas slide. I got the African powers. You know what I'm talking about? It's time to ride.
What time it
It's
is?
nation time. Red, black, and green is the flag I fly. With my ankh in my hand, put it up in the sky and just ride.
Ride, 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 ride.
It's time to ride.
What time it is?
It's nation time. Red, black, and green is the flag I fly. With my ankh in my hand, put it up in the sky and just ride.
Ride, 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 ride.
Yo, 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 peace, love, light. Welcome to a very late night Metaphysical Monday. This is not going to be a long live. I did want to tap in like I said I would do. I needed to take a power nap, but that really didn't happen. I probably took like about a 30-minute nap, and then, calls were coming in. My son called. So, you know, I was literally glad I could take that call from my son. He comes to me, and if you can't help and inspire your own, that's my baby. Charity begins at home. So, I give thanks that he's still, as an adult, a young adult, look to me, and want to share things with me that he may be going through. He teaches me a lot of things too. But anyway, you guys, I'm not going to rant on and on. How's everybody doing out there? For those of you who don't know, my name is High Priestess Sister Kola Sojad. You can call me Sister Sojad or whatever you want to, feel comfortable calling me. Um, I wanted to, this was important for me to do a quick introduction because I do have some new people, quite a bit of new people, so that now follows and some watch the videos and tap into the content. So I just want to give thanks to all of the energy that's came into the new Soul Jet community, aka the Conscious Outcast Gang. And I wanted to also just talk a little bit about, what I'm doing and what I do. So, Soul Jet Healing Community is a conscious collective. I am a spiritualist, a high priestess now of the new Soul Jet Healing Community, which is, you know, it's a long journey with all of that. But I'm also initiated into many different, I say many, but into like three different traditions. But I studied many different schools of thought. So, I'm pretty well versed in what I'm well versed in. I'm still learning. We all learning and growing. I've been in this field for about 25 years. This is what I do every day professionally. I'm an oracle, international oracle, and I work from home. And it was really before the internet era. So no, I don't have thousands of people, on my bills or whatever. But I did have, I already have like clients that's outside of that. So this is just something that I do as a labor of love, and also to bring awareness for those that may want to take classes or just tap into what I'm doing, and just to build community, and to give other people opportunities to come on and share what they have, because that's what it's all about. Each one teach one, and we are really about raising the frequency on the planet. So tonight, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do because it's my nephew's birthday, and happy birthday to my boy Adam Angel, and happy birthday to all my Pisces out there. We are in March, so happy March. And I'm not gonna take too much time getting started. I charged up the video with my song On the Rise, not On the Rise. It's called Ride. I do have a song called On the Rise, but that one is called Ride. And that was like, around the time when a lot of protest stuff was going on. But if you want to check that out, that is on it's on StreamYard. I mean on StreamYard. It's on streaming on DistroKid and all major platforms. And you can find it also on let me slow down a bit. You can also find it on YouTube, okay? So let me slow down a little bit. So I wanted to talk about. I wanted to first start talking about the panel bill, because I did put a post out about people who may wanted to come and build with us on a Metaphysical Monday when I do panel bills. They'll be done like once or twice a month, and honestly, they may not be all on Mondays because Mondays are kind of dedicated to Metaphysical Monday. And I may do one on a Monday, but I may also pick another day of the week. So I got, pretty good response on people that was interested in being on the panel. So I will be reaching out to people who want to be on the panel. Now, everybody won't be on the panel at the same time. There'll be different topics, and I'll just ask that if you come on for a specific topic, just be versed in it, or not even, you don't have to be versed in it, but know what you're talking about, or make sure it's something that you resonate with, and give, if not, give other people an opportunity on that particular subject, because everybody's not going to be teachers. We, this is about community too. Everybody, just everyday people, right? So some things are going to just be everyday people kind of conversation. So you don't have to be some kind of, um, genius or anything to be on the show. We just need to make sure you know, or you know what you're talking about when it comes down to whatever the topic is. And that's all I ask. It's going to be 4 to 6, probably 4 to 6 people. I'm not sure yet. So I'm still working that out. On a metaversary, I had a lot of people, but I was using Knowledgeborn's I was using his StreamYard. Shout out to Knowledgeborn. And yeah, he have a, whatever. But we're gonna go ahead and tap into the black box. So I'm gonna explain the black box too. Okay, so the black box is, normally I use like my little Kleenex box that I painted, but it keep getting smashed. Like I don't know if it's being done on purpose or what's going on, but like this is solid, so nobody can smash this one, right? And I'm talking about in my house. Like I don't know what's going on, but my dad smashed the first one. He called himself, like trying out my new vacuum, and whatever. But whatever. But I'm using a solid box now. I know it was a mistake, so I just figured that this would be more sturdy, you know. So we're gonna tap into the black box, and what the black box is I used to do it. I still do it on my email, but I want you guys, if you're seeing this and you're on Denim Design, if you have a question that you want me to like, we want to like get on or tackle on either the panel, or if you want me to do it like I'm doing it now, or when a guest is on, you just write the question. And if you don't want me to put your name, I won't. If you want me to say your name, I will. And if you want to tap in, on stuff that I talk about or whatever, you got questions about it or whatever, and we'll answer it, pretty much. I'll answer it if I'm by myself. If not, if it's something that you guys want to discuss on the panel, we can bring it to the panel and we can discuss it on the panel. You guys, my energy is like this. Let me burn a little more Apollo Santo right quick. And I'm going to shout out to everybody out there. I see a few people. Give thanks. Okay, so basically that's how the black box work. If you're interested in putting a question in it or whatever, because everybody's not on the same level. Okay, so and that's another thing I want to talk about. I don't want to like, this build, this whole like this channel is for people that want to learn at different stages. So I don't know, different people will come in to build with me or whatever like that, but everybody's not an expert and everybody don't need to be an expert. But I just want people to be kind. Like when, there's people from different walks of life. I don't, make it about one religion or anything like that. Because if most of our people are in religion. So we stay focused on all of these politics, you're going to continue to lose people, especially people that call themselves trying to inspire others. I mean, I started off like that in my 20s, but by the time we get to a certain level in age, we don't have to disrespect people and curse them out and call them dumb and stupid because of what they believe. What we do want to do is use that as an opportunity to teach. That's a teaching moment. So that's what I've been, I stress that to myself and to other people, because something happened today that was just like way over the top. And so I had to remove that from my page. So I just asked, I'm definitely, I treat everybody, like I said, with kindness, as long as they don't come in. I'm not into organized religion. I embrace African traditional religion. That's what I deal with. But I also deal with, metaphysics, and I embrace the heart of people, all people's religions, if it's coming into a right and righteous place. Now we want to teach people about what religion is and things like that, but you're not going to attract people by beating them down and insulting them, because people look at their religion and what they believe is as an extension of themselves. So we have to show, courtesy, and like I said, educate, teach, do that, but in a way that, don't have to dishonor somebody else. That's all I'm saying. If you guys want to have a debate, long as it's, a productive thing. I mean, not productive and respectful. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired, you guys. I apologize, but I kept my word. So we're gonna go ahead and tap into the box again. Welcome in. Let me see. Hey, what's up, Fossil Foss? So I actually I have to. I'm not gonna go into all of those details. I want to just do this whole Virgo thing and just go into all of these details, but I actually numbered these. So I had already kind of went over like what I wanted to, the questions. And so let me get a drink of water and we're gonna go ahead and get started. A lot of them have to really do with consciousness itself. So the first question is, are women more connected to God than men are? Are women more connected to God than men are? Now, if anybody is out there and want to get in the comments and also answer or ask or whatever, that's fine. Not ask, but whatever you want to comment. Because I'm only dealing with these questions. Now, if you have a question about these questions, then yes, please feel free to ask. So, my answer to that is no. I don't feel that women are more connected to God than men are. If you want to look at it from a subconscious level, which is feminine, is when you're looking at the energy, is feminine energy, obviously, and the subconscious is connected to things that are spiritual and things that are intangible, what people feel is intangible because you can't see it, but women are more emotional, but at the same time, God isn't, that's just one part of God's nature. You got to look at the technological side of things too, because consciousness, we all have access to it. Um, and everything's going to start in the imagination or in the mind. And it was men that actually built the world. So I don't think that, they don't have the God energy in them, because it takes the God energy to have these blueprints to even build a world, to write books, to create institutions, all of the things that we have on the planet. And then we have the woman's energy also, obviously, that can feel undercurrents of things, but there's men that can also pick up on things like that. But obviously the woman is more connected to the subconscious. But I don't like to say, oh, the woman is more than the man and all of that, because that's crazy, because God's nature is both male and female. And I feel that we're both valid. And I mean, we could go deeper on this. I would definitely like to bring this to the panel. Um, yeah, we'll bring this question to the panel too. But no, I don't feel that way, because it takes all of us to build this world. Now, clearly, women keep the life going, life force going, because she gives birth to babies, but we still need the man to do that as well, right? Now, I know they got other stuff, but I'm not going that deep with it, where, they say like in India, women were getting, their wombs were being stimulated by the moon, and they were getting pregnant without men. But I'm not going into any of that because I don't have enough information on that. But give thanks for your comment, for both comments. But yeah, I feel that sometimes we put too much on it, like, oh, it's all about spirituality. And it is. It's everything. The world is spiritual, but as within, so without, right? So obviously the word and the manifestation of the word goes together. Consciousness is, right? So all of this information is in consciousness. God is consciousness, right? So, well, from a metaphysical perspective. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to our next question. I hope that answered the question. Thank you. If anybody else want to say something about that, and if you're on denim design, I will have to answer later. That's in short. I don't even know why I'm shaking this box. Just for let me see what we got next. Question number 2 is, I'm shaking the box like I have to select them, but I already have them numbered for this, just for a particular reason. So um this asks, what are your honest views on spirituality versus religion? Okay, good question. And this is from a lady named Mary. Okay, so what are your honest views on spirituality versus religion? My honest views, Cola Sojet, right? Sister Sojet. So my honest views is that spirituality is more free flowing. I feel that religion is the organization. Well, I don't feel that, that's what it is. Religion is the organization of spirituality. um I feel that religion separates people because of the politics, and how hooked we get on the politics. Even John in the Bible said the greatest commandment was love, but we don't see that when we applying politics and prejudices towards each other instead of getting on a common ground of what we do have in common, especially amongst Black people, because we need that unity. We need it badly amongst ourselves, and there's so many things that we can achieve stronger together, but we have to have a level of respect for each other and understanding. There's things that we don't understand. Religion is about control in a lot of ways, and in some ways we do need order in society. So religion does have its place, or had its place. We're going into a new age now, right? And for some, it's gonna have its place. Religion is gonna have its place, but and some people will never give up their religion. So when you ask me what I think about spirituality, I think spirituality is much more about it will connect us more because we all have the ability to be spiritual, or to get uploads and downloads, and to connect with consciousness. I feel that religion restrict us from what we can be, with potentials and possibilities that we can have, because of the fear that's attached to religion also. And I could go on and on with this too, but at the end of the day, in short, that's pretty much it. I think religion is about what we feel, what our instincts tell us, what we do naturally, not something that's like, in a book, or something that has these certain rules. And I mean, there's rules to things. You need laws and rules, like I said, because we can go crazy even with spirituality, because people have different ideas of what spirituality is, right? I think that spirituality should be innovative. Sometimes religions get stagnated. A spirituality should be innovative. If you're a person that's a preacher, a priestess, a priest, a person that's connected to consciousness, a so-called, what they say, chosen ones. I'm gonna say a soldier at a star seed, a chosen one, for a lack of a better word. Because y'all know how I feel about the chosen one thing. I feel that we are all chosen if we want to be. I feel that everybody have access to consciousness, and we all have free will. So if you were chosen, who chose you? And who chose you? I'll leave that there, and that's just something to ponder on. Um, and who told you you were chose? you know. But again, spirituality is a feeling. Also, it's a part of it's natural. Like when people say, certain things they want to do ritualistically, and certain things they may feel like they have to follow everything to a line. But really, no. It's just, it's something that can, it just literally, I wanted to say about the innovation too, but it just literally permeates everything. It's all around us. It's free flowing. You know, it's all knowing, it's consciousness, it's so many things, and it's love. How about that? Spirituality is love. It brings people together, right? It don't have to just be love, but that's the idea. When we all on a good accord spiritually, love is the glue to that. Of course there's the other side, there's hate, but then I would say we're not in harmony, if that, um I'm gonna just leave that there. But I wanted to say that spirituality should be innovative, because religions get stuck and sing unto the Lord a new song. So we have to eventually apply the times with spirituality and religion and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave that there. If that's another question y'all want on the panel, because remember, these are questions that I am answering now, but this isn't the standard way I do it. Okay, so normally it would be when I'm doing a regular build. I may do like one at the end of the build. When a guest is on, we'll do like a few, like we did with Kefra. um, and on the panel, we will have questions like this too, okay? Depending on the panel and what we're talking about. Okay, so is this number three? This is number three, you guys. It says, do you do spells? Do you do spells? Do I do spells? um, what's a spell? What's a spell? But no. Um, I work with instant manifestations at this stage in my journey. Do I understand spell work and have I done spells and know about spells and all that kind of stuff? Obviously, yes. I'm an energy worker. But no, with instant manifestations, you want to work on that's yeah, I believe all of that too, but I also believe so what is a man? Nothing. I believe exactly what you're saying, but it's I also believe in duality. I believe in ma'at. So there's masculine and there's feminine. So I definitely believe that the woman is the life giver and all those other things. But again, like I said, I want to bring things on an accord where we can also understand that we're all in the fold. The man has as much value as a woman have in certain ways. A woman has value because she brings life into the world, obviously, but a man did build the world. And as much as people complain about it, we've all benefited from it. So, I do thank you for your comment too, because I want to actually read that. It says, I believe that the Black Queen is the essence of God. I agree. She whom gave birth to humanity. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I also feel that the male has value also. Not to say that the woman is just well, and look, and even if the woman is God, say the Black woman is God, right? She's the God of all gods. She gave birth to a male, so he would also be the essence of God. Ashe, Ashe. That's how I see it, because there's too much division and separation with us. And that's one of the panel questions that we're going to discuss is this was actually brought up by a man. How can we hey, man is a child of God, absolutely, but he's still the essence of God. The essence of I don't want to argue about it. I give thanks for your comment. I don't want to go back and forth, but we're gonna have that question on the panel. Why don't you come on the panel? You should come on the panel this month. You're welcome to. Ashe. So because I know how some people feel about gender and all of that, but right now I just want to speak to the essence that I see in the God in man as well, and the man in God. And we know who the goddess is. We don't have to put anybody down to know who the goddess is. We all got mothers, Ashe. But I want to go back to do I do spells? That's kind of the question that I was on at this point. So, I work with instant manifestations, and I work on when you began to make the changes, you're gonna change. So obviously you don't have to do spells. Spells are things that last temporarily. You do it for a spell. Spell is a period of time. So for people that do spells, that's fine. But at the same time, what's the motivation? I don't have any problem with people to do whatever they do, but you ask, do I do spells? So no, not at this stage. I do protection rituals. I do money rituals. Hey, so if you want to call that a spell, like I said, define spell, right? But as far as casting spells on people and all of that, no, I'm not into nothing like that. I'm into cleansing our energy, protecting our energy, raising the frequency, and yeah, doing that type of work and helping other people do the same thing. Oracle. I don't have time to, oh, she took my boyfriend or just, all that craziness. I don't, that's not my spirit. I'm not of that order. I believe in spiritual cleansing though and removing and balancing certain energies and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. And thank you again, everybody that's commented and stuff like that. I give thanks. And I'm definitely not against what no one is saying. I agree with all of the comments. But at the same time, I don't want men to feel that they're not in the fold. Men have the ability to be spiritual as well. And, at the same time, we need to come together. We don't need all of the division all the time. And this one's better and this one's less and this one's worse. I mean, even if, everybody got flaws. Nobody's perfect. They got women more masculine than men. So at the same time, we need to get to back to a divine order and balance. Just like they got men that are mad feminine. So, and I know that's not exactly when we're talking about sex, but I'm speaking to gender. And we have both genders within all of us. So, there's men that could be more connected into the subconscious than even some women, so with that being said, the order on the planet is so out of order, you know, um, we need to bring it back into balance. So yes, we need the as within, so without. Okay, let me see. This is the fifth question. Let me see where we are. My bad, you guys. I know I need some rest. I was up since 8 o'clock this morning, spiritually cleansing my house and um doing that spring cleaning. It's that time. So this one says, let me make sure these are in order. Okay. Why is tarot accurate? And how does tarot know? Well, everybody's not going to agree with that because everybody don't believe in that. But tarot is accurate because really it's just consciousness. It's still, everything is still working on energy and working on consciousness. You know, we are all connected to this consciousness and this conscious field. If we are open, we can all read energy. You know, some people again are more sensitive. Some people are more in tuned and tapped into it. But basically, the cards are just images of the development of our what the soul encounters on the planet. You know, the soul goes through a lot of different aspects, and it's not just cards. It's other systems of divination that can show and teach us the same thing. hmm What's good, Tiff? But it works because consciousness is all knowing. So you're not going to know everything in the cards, but if you're open to certain, open, if your energy is open to the person who's tapped into your energy, then it's like a conversation. It's a conversation with the soul. And so because it has the 78 cards have the experiences that we all experience as humans, just like the zodiacal wheel, then, all of our experiences are like in the energy of the cards, right? I don't know how to explain it in that way, but it's like, everything that we experience, this is like ancient developments, this is ancient systems. So just like with astrology, these things are developed over time. And who actually said asked me this question? um Shemaya. Okay. Yeah, but these systems are developed, these are ancient systems, like when you take astrology and stuff like that. So we have to observe these things for ourselves. A lot of things that we give, like say like, oh, some god in the sky created, we created a lot of things based on, again, we get back to the male technology and the female technology. A lot of things was created through this, all things was created through this consciousness. It comes to an idea first. So as people are observing how things that humans go through over time, hundreds of years, thousands of years, you know we all go through similar things at different times in our life. So if you're open and I'm open, or whomever the reader is, the cards will be able to communicate. Our souls, our spirits, our ancestors are communicating with each other, and that's how they work. And these are just images. People are scared of cards, but I mean, the cards themselves are just, like a focal point. We don't even need cards, because at the end of the day, just depending on how connected you are to another person, is going to, you get the information that way, if that makes sense. Give thanks. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like I'm, I hope I'm making sense and I'm not talking too fast, or because some of these questions, like I said, they're questions that people ask, so they're not necessarily in any kind of order, but I numbered them to try and make them cohesive. And this one says, okay, are you really a witch? Are you really a witch? Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Who, me? I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas, and that's my dog Toto. No, seriously, I don't really classify myself as a witch. Um, but if I had to be a witch, I would definitely be a good witch. But no, I'm a mystic. I deal with a lot of things. I'm not stuck in traditions. I'm not operating on creating unnecessary changes in our environment. I'm about working with, raising the frequency on the planet. Obviously, I know how to protect myself and do things like that. But I don't aspire to the word witch or really call myself a witch necessarily, because that's not African. And like I told you guys, I'm more in alignment with the African traditional religion. The witch term is more European, and we've discussed this on this channel already, me and brother Kefra. So I don't mind, if people want to identify with witch, but it has such a negative stigma. And of course, witches are welcome to the page, because we're going to tap on that too, about people just judging people and not understanding. We want to get a full understanding of what people are about and stuff like that. So anyway, I don't identify with that word witch. Like I said, I'm a mystic, and that's kind of my energy is more on, continuing to seek. Of course, using my abilities as a priestess, using my abilities as an oracle, but I never stopped at learning. Just like I said about religion, how in a lot of ways religion can limit us. It's okay if you're good with that. And that's really okay. I want to make that clear on the religion question too. I'm not saying that people shouldn't deal with religion and you won't ever grow in spirit or whatever because of religion. But what I am saying is there's some people that seek a little bit more and they're looking for, underlying answers that they're not getting from religion. So you can't knock that either. Just like you can't knock a person that just want to stay in that space. But over here we're continuing to elevate. So that's where I'm at with it. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I may be like a tad bit nervous because what's up, Tiff? Give thanks for my old people that still tapping in with me, but this is a new audience. So I don't mean to come off like, any type of way. I'm just trying to get a feel for the people who are in the comments and in the audience and stuff too. So if I came off any type of way, I do apologize. And other than that, it is what it is. It's me. So this is the last black box question. This is question number 6. And they asked if there's only one God, why would the 10 commandments say, thou shalt not put any gods before me? Because again, God in that sense, there is only one source. There's only one source of consciousness, but there's many gods. People believe in all type of gods. People make up gods. People become God, right? So, with that being said, we're speaking to the 10 Commandments. We're speaking more to the Christian God. So they're speaking to don't put any other God before that God. But that's one of the things that make you say, when you ask, why would they say don't put any other gods before me if there's only one God? Yeah, it's interesting, right? Those are one of the questions I had when I was on my journey, um, you know, awakening, because I was like, why would they say that? Questioning all of the little different things like, let us make man in our image. And I'm like, who is us? Several people. What's going on here? The Elohim is here, once I learned later. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. The God had his own agenda, the God of the Bible, or whomever wrote the Bible. It's like, don't put any other God before this God, worship me, so that's pretty much what it is. But there's, people believe in different gods. So we can't just go with, that's why I'm gonna just leave that there. People believe in uh different gods at different times. There was times when people believed in multiple gods, just like we have our god systems, the Neteru and the Orishas and things of that nature. But there was times where several cultures had multiple gods, and all of that still operates on consciousness, but that's also points of principles. I want to say that too, because some of the what we call gods and orishas and stuff, we still speaking about certain life principles, certain principles that and energies that we give these names to, certain frequencies we give these names to. Just like even the God in the Bible, it speaks in the Old Testament that God had many names, or Jehovah had many names, and you hear Jehovah Jireh and Jehovah Rapha, however it was, I can't remember now, Raphi or something like that. But yeah, so that's the best way I can answer that. I hope that answers it. Because I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. Because y'all know I like to talk. I can go. And I'm just it's late already and stuff. So I think I answered all of those. Did anybody else have any questions, comments, or anything else? Let me see if there's any other messages that I wanted to. Dang, I went through those kind of fast. Let me grab some more. Let me see if I got some more over here. Let me do a couple more. Give me one moment, y'all. Let me I'm gonna put do a quick little break. We were talking about astrology, and I was going into just a little bit of the history. Not really doing no type of astrology classes, but we do have some very strong energy that's coming into the earth, and it's going to be Pluto's going to be sitting with Aquarius for the next 20 years. And for people that don't understand astrology, I would really recommend you get into the know, and or just experience blindly what's about to happen on the planet. But there's some powerful energies, a very big transformation. This is the time in life for humanity to transform. You know, it's a lot of craziness going on. But when you're talking about Aquarius, you're talking about the mind. You're talking about the human mind and the way we think and process. We're talking about innovation. We're talking about new ideas. We're talking about humanitarianism, not working independently and selfishly and clout chasing. We're talking about interdependence, where people work independently, interdependently, if that makes sense, right? We're talking about interdependence. It's no longer about what the earth can give to you. It's about what you can bring to the earth, what you can bring to humanity. What are you doing for the world? And everybody that's outside of that, including celebrities, they're about to be crushed. They're going to be squashed like bugs because the world is tired of it. The world has had enough of it. So if people aren't genuine and genuinely about helping other people and helping humanity over the next 20 years, you're not going to survive. You're not going to survive it. A lot of people are going to have issues in the mind because we're talking about Pluto. So Aquarius is dealing with the mind, where Pluto deals with death, transformation. It deals with the dark energy, the things that are the underbelly of society. This is why you see people falling in Hollywood. This is why you see people falling in the government structures, and you see just things that are being exposed and brought out into the light. That's the underbelly of society. So whatever's in that underbelly, that's what's going to be brought to the light in order for it to be exposed, to be healed, or so we can dissolve it, right? So in our personal lives, it's the same thing. If you're not on the up and up, then yeah, it's a lot of things you do that can be exposed, especially if you're a person that's holding a position of power. You're a person that owns a store or owns businesses, or you are the manager, or you got a lot of other people in your care, you know, abusing power. You know, that's going to be, the status quo is getting knocked down. You know what I mean? So if you're not here to help and bring something to humanity, into our world, then really, you don't really have a purpose. So the energy of Pluto and Uranus will destroy you. You won't be here long. You know, or when you are here, you're going to catch hell from it because the world is tired. So it's like humans are collectively coming together to deal with the bullshit, you know, because it's too much. We're all tired. Everybody looking for something. We all walking around here feeling unfulfilled, sitting here worshiping in all of these religions that ain't really helping. I mean, they got people that's diabolical, so into their religion, and they still going through hell. They living in war day and night, bombs dropping and shit, and they praying to whoever. But the point is, it's not about just the prayer, because faith without works is dead. It's about us actually making changes. And if you live in a world that's just full of chaos, you must find a way to manifest your way out of that. Everybody don't have the same reality. You know what I mean? Because as above, so below, as within, so without. So if you living in chaos, what's going on inside of you? Right on. Okay, thank you guys for tapping in and watching that video. All my questions are too long, so this is the last one. Wow. I'm going to do this very much in short, because me and Kefra are, you know, we can talk about this on the panel, but I'm going to do this right now in short. It says, can you explain an altar versus a sacrifice? Short version. An altar versus a sacrifice. What I think they're saying is an offering. They want to say an offering, not an altar versus a sacrifice, an offering, right? Yeah. Can you explain an offering versus a sacrifice? Okay, so an offering is something that you get from your labors that, you know, you've achieved or you've been blessed with, so you give an offering, giving back. You know, something that don't really cause you any pain. It's just like giving an offering, right? A sacrifice is something that comes from a place of having to sacrifice something, or to give something that you have to give up, something that blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? Like something that it took something out of you. It's something that actually meant something, something you have to sacrifice in order to get what you want, or to show your loyalty to God or whatever. Because like even in, you know, all religions have a form of where you're making some form of a sacrifice. You know, if you practice good religion, you know, even in, you know, church or whatever, they talk about sacrifices. I mean, Jesus is a sacrifice, right? For those that subscribe to Christianity. But an offering again is, like I said, giving, you know, it's just what you give of what you already have. Like say you gave the sacrifice and then you get your blessing, and then after you get your blessing, then you give then you give from the blessing. That would be the offering, but not the only way you can give of an offering. An offering is just something you offer that just comes from a place of um goodwill, or something you already may have. A sacrifice is a lot more, is a lot deeper than that, because it comes with pain, like I said, blood, sweat, and tears. So that's in short, and we can go real much more deeper. When we talk about altars, we can talk about offerings versus sacrifices. And also, somebody else that broke that down real good was Apostle. This is actually a Christian pastor, but I think he's from Jamaica. So they always have that other. They are that metaphysical. The Christian pastors, like the ones that's like some of the Africans and some of the Jamaicans. Oh yeah, they know about spirituality. So they entwine that. His name is Joshua Selman, Apostle Joshua Selman. So if y'all want to check out his build on sacrifices versus offerings, it's off the chain. It's really off the chain, I gotta admit. But anyway, you guys, so I guess I'll pull a card to close on. And I'm not, because I said this wasn't gonna be a long live tonight. So next week I'm going to see if either Careful wanna come on, or T4. T4 is supposed to come on March 17th. Yeah, shout out to brother T Ford. If not, I'm gonna see if they, I don't know, I gotta get that together because I had to reschedule somebody for the show. And then what else? I'm gonna have the flyers out for the panel. So people that really want to be on the panel, I already had people say, hey, I want to be on the panel. I'm gonna have the topic out, and if I'm gonna give you guys two topics, and I'll have two panel days. So whichever one topic you resonate more with, let me know, because it's limited seating. So anybody that's wanting to be on the panel for real, tap into my inbox, and we're gonna talk about it. One of the brothers wanted to talk about something with black relationships, or just not even just, well, he said male and female relationships, the way black female and males relate to each other, and in that, you know, that that I don't even know what word to call it. The drama we have between each other, the blame game, the stuff that I cannot stand. Because I am truly about unity. So that's why I reacted the way I did with the woman is God thing and all of that. I mean, we know what it is, but we don't have to I don't want to always focus on, people can say what they want in the comments. It's, please, state your mind, speak your mind, build. It's all good. But it kind of, I shouldn't have read the comments. I need to focus on the questions first and then read the comments. But it's only because I'm looking for more of what our common, we have too much drama. It's just too much. And I know we can't just make the whole world peaceful and everybody get along and stuff like that. But it's so much hatred and so much judgment and so much laws and politics that govern the way we interact with each other. See, spirituality, when you ask that question about spirituality versus religion, again, spirituality is free flowing, and if we all on one accord spiritually, all that other stuff don't matter. How can we get to a place of a resolution? How can we, instead of, oh, the woman always do this and the male always do this and the man always do this? I mean, damn, we know what we do. We've been doing what we do. We know black women is known to be strong and opinionated and this and that, and black men are what they are and they this and they that. I'm only speaking from a woman's point of view. That's why I said with the, and deadbeat dads and just all of this other stuff. But what can we get along on? What can you see that's special about a woman or about a man? What are things where we can heal on? Can we get to the real root of the pain and stop using the woman, the black woman, and the black man as scapegoats? Because that's what it is. Society already used us as scapegoats. So why are we constantly using each other as scapegoats? It's in our rap music, it's in our society. We always continuously putting each other down, especially the men to the women. I don't know what that's about. Because like the brother said, the God seed is with the woman, because we give birth to everybody. We give birth. We are, so I know a lot of people, that's a sensitive spot for some men. And most of my followers are men. So with that being said, that's why I had to say I'm not going to just be on here, one gender over the other. We're not doing that. I'm trying to find balance in my eye. I want to attempt to create that within our spaces so that we can have some type of a, when are we going to change? When is, we continue to talk about knowledge and this and this and that and that, but when are we going to get to a space where we can literally tackle those situations that's creating disharmony between us as people, between us as a community? And if that's not what we're doing, what are we doing? What are we doing? Just talking? rambling and bambling? What are we doing? You know, where is the love at, right? And I know love does begin with mother, absolutely. But in the society we live in, we don't even have that kind of balance. They got mothers that's unaliving their children, children unaliving their mothers, fathers unaliving their children, children unaliving their fathers. So there's definitely something wrong. So nobody's just on the pedestal right now. We've all fallen from a state into a place that is not a very good place. We've all fallen out off, out of values. And not when I say we all, I'm speaking to the collective we, because we've just been through a lot as a people. And in all of the things that we've had to do to survive and stuff, we've given up a lot of our own values and we're trying to find it. People are coming into knowledge, they're feeling good about it, but we can't continue to beat each other down and think we're going to really, that's why we're not blessed as a collective. We're not blessed as a collective. A male and a female, when they come together as one. You know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to be. Or however it is for those that believe in polygamy, whatever the unit is, we come together as a community. And that community is coming together on one accord. And we talk about world humanitarianism or world peace. We're not even at peace in ourselves, like our individual selves, or in peace with our families, or at peace with our collective spiritual and religious communities. So we got a long way to go. I know that. So instead of always looking to what we can tear each other apart on, or always looking for ways to, put one down over the other, let's try to find a space where we can vibrate in harmony, even if it's for a little while, even if it's only in the Soul Jet healing space, please, because I feel it'll vibrate out of the space and go to, you know, go with us wherever we go. Can we be more mindful, more conscious of how we treat each other? That's so important right now. I mean, a lot of us are raising kids together, men calling their women bees and talking shit, calling the baby mama and all that. Why baby mama? Why can't she be the mother of your child? Or the father of your child, all of that dishonoring people and stuff. So I'm not going to rant and preach about it, but that's the reason why I run my stuff the way I do. I run my platform the way I do because I'm not here about just creating further and further division. Now, I will say this, I'm not going to bite my tongue when we teaching on spirituality. And if somebody religious want to come in the comments and want to go to battle and all of that, then, I'll deal with that then. But if we're here and even, whether we're religious or spiritual or whatever it is, are we still trying to find a way? Christians on the tier, whatever it is. We need to begin with spirituality because that's what the love at. That's what the frequency at. That's what they're trying to break us away from. That's what they don't want us to do. So you're gonna try to tell me that a man can't feel the vibration, only a woman can feel it? We all can feel it. We all living human, feeling human, breathing people. I'm just going on now, but seriously, you guys, I want to just say I love everybody. I do. Not on a personal level, on a collective level, because I don't know everybody. But I do love y'all. I love y'all for being here. I love y'all for sharing y'all time and energy. And I know I will love y'all in real life as I get to know you and you get to know me. But anyway, you guys, that's all I gotta say on that. If anybody got any comments, concerns, or whatever, then please share. Thank you, Tiff, for tapping in. Are you gonna get on the panel soon? I think I did see you say that you wanted, or you was on the comment. But I think that's pretty much it, you guys. And I'm gonna play part 2 of the video, and we're gonna go out on that. And you guys have a good night. I hope I didn't end on a weird note. I think I was just it's enough. Peace, love, and light. Ashe. Thunder, lightning, power, healing, all that stuff. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. And I'm gonna come back with a regular show. I'm gonna probably go live later this week too. I may do some readings if y'all like readings. I have, like I said, a lot of males in the audience, and I don't know if males really into the reading like that. But if you guys are, leave it in the comments, and I'll give some reads, and do some of the bills like that. Okay, so peace, love, and light. Ashe. So it's things and energies that in some places it's just, it's always been a war ground, but as far as even here in America, 248 years ago, or about that, they signed the Declaration of Independence. Slavery was going on. Black people were enslaved. Latino people was treated as second class. Native Americans was decimated. You get what I'm saying? The Asians was treated like shit. America has done a lot of shit to people. And the whole thing is now they got to pay the piper. And this is why they tried to say that Pluto no longer exists, because they already knew the heat, the fire and destruction that Pluto would be bringing. So that's all they could say. You know, and honestly, the planet Pluto deals with denial. So the fact that you even denying the planet, because even if you can't visually see it, you can feel it. The implications of Pluto can be felt. So when we're talking about the underbelly and things that are hidden and things that are coming to the light, it's that time for us to deal with those things even within ourselves. So we're talking about mental transformations. The earth is about to change, new innovations. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's just that the old world is past. She said that in the 60s. You know, we're in a new space now. They used to sing about the age of Aquarius in the 60s. We are now in that space, right? So this is all about humanitarianism. If you're an artist, if you do things like healing people, if you're doing things that uplift the world, you got some new technologies and stuff like that, you're going to be in first place in these coming years, because that's what the world needs right now, and that's what's being blessed by God. All of that selfishness, abusing people, slavery, and like I said, trafficking and all of those kind of things, all that stuff is coming to a head. You know, we didn't have enough. And sometimes good does actually win. Sometimes good wins. We got a lot of bad on the planet, a lot of negative, dark shit, right? But every now and then good actually wins. Good wins out. So, because that's the balance. And right now, we're going through a destruction period on the planet because we have to reset. We have to reset the planet and reset the earth, reset our energies. Like I said, a lot of people are going to be dying. A lot of people are going to be dying in mass amounts because they're not ready to even acclimate to the energy that's taking place. We have new humans coming on the planet, new mindsets, new energy. We're all shifting. People are constantly talking about, oh, I'm in the 5D. You're not in 5D. Just kill it, right? Because in order to go through 5D, you have to be able to vibrate past the fourth dimension. We are all three-dimensional beings, right? We have access to the fourth dimension. But in order for you to go through the dimensions, and there will be shifts, people will be shifting in that way. But the only way you can shift your reality is by changing the way you think. You have to change the way your mind is ordered. And that's what, like I said, Aquarius is all about the mind, right? Pluto is all about deep, deep, deep transformations. Deep transformations, not the shallow shit. The stuff that go way deep. But the good news is it not only exposes the darkness, it's going to also give you rewards. You're going to be able to see rewards that come from the suffering or the loss. Of course, there's going to be people that's not going to make it. 20 years is a long time, you know. For some people, though, for those of you who are healers, some of you will also be helping people, especially Virgo. The sign of Virgo, Taurus, and Aquarius, those are highlighted. And a lot of Virgos, you know, y'all brace yourselves because our 6th house is being hit. So that deals with healing. And even so, even taking care of your own self, Virgo. Some Virgos will go into really, really extreme regimens. And I'm one. So I already know. I'm already starting it because I don't want to be squashed. I want to be prepared. I'm already doing it by setting boundaries and everything because it's going to be a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of people who needs my help. It's going to be a lot of people who need some of your help. And it's you know, people are looking for answers. People need solutions, not stuff that's coming, you know, oh, Jesus going to come, somebody going to fix it. No, we got stuff happening right now on earth on a base level, and we have access to the spirit. We ain't got to wait on nothing. We have access every day to the spirit, and we need to be able to give people solutions if we're going to be teachers and leaders and people that, even people with platforms. Use your platform responsibly if you got a big platform and stuff like that. But the world is, like I said, the world is changing, and I can only warn people because as of January 20th, the energy I'm talking about is actually going to be in place. Okay, and that energy is leaving Capricorn. It's been on Capricorn for like 16 years. So people that are Capricorns or anybody that had those placements, they've been having it hard. Shay. We were talking about